What's good, YouTube? It's your man CJ Kyles checking in once again. The High Value Nurse back with another video. And what you are now tuned into is an episode of Nurse Talk. And for those of you who don't know what Nurse Talk is, it's simply where I make a video from either my car, from the break room, as you can see, or wherever the case may be, and we simply talk nursing. And before we get into the video today, I want to just tell y'all to go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, and let YouTube know that y'all enjoying what's cracking over here. You did. Appreciate it. Now let's get into it, y'all. Y'all, I be doing too much. For real. I be doing too much sometimes, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all what. You know, these RNs right now are getting crazy paper right now, especially with the pandemic and, you know, all the firings that's happening and everything like that. And that's sad, by the way. My heart goes out to all the healthcare professionals that is happening to. But the rates are crazy right now. And sometimes when you see them $10,000 a week, $11,000 a week flyers come across your Facebook or your YouTube or your email and everything like that, and you be like, man, I need to just go ahead and go to school. So I'm going to tell you what the dilemma is for me and why I be doing too much sometimes and I got to slow down. So let's start from the beginning. So we moved over from where we used to live at to where we currently live now because in our state we have something called Future for Frontliners. And what that is that they allow you to go to school for free if you worked during a pandemic as a frontline worker. Signed up for that, got approved, been going to class for free ever since, right? Even moved over to the district so it can be completely free. And I love my area. I love where I live. It's a beautiful area. I was pleasantly surprised by how beautiful my area was because I had never thought that I ever, would ever live in that area. But in order for me to get the full scholarship, I had to do it. So with that being said, I am in my last prereq. It's a math class. I've taken my T's, I passed the T's, and I'm going to show y'all what I did to study. I'm going to make a whole nother video about that. And that's really the only thing in my way. But here is the caveat. The caveat is there's a possibility that I may have to wait till 2023. Now, I was shooting for 2022, but now it has been waitlisted. So they're taking spots for 2023. Now, normally, people usually don't have to wait that long. People drop. It's very rare that a lot of people have to wait to when they say they're going to actually wait or to where they say they're going to actually start. It's very rare that happens. So with that being said, I'm like, man, I would love to do 2022, but 2023, ooh-wee. Then on top of that, they got this brand new NCLEX that's about to pop off in 2023, April 2023. But it's free. I haven't paid for a class yet. The only thing I might have to pay for when a nursing program starts is, my books and the labs. Other than that, tuition is completely covered. Now, recently, there has been another school on my radar. It's in Ohio. They offer classes 4 times a year, 4 bridge programs a year. And the fact that the school that I'm at now currently doesn't is absolutely ridiculous, but that is a whole different story. But they offer 4 classes per year. The next one is in January. 2 classes a week, very doable program. But here's the caveat to that. The caveat to that is $20,000. $20,000 to go. And it's in Ohio, so about an hour and a half drive when I literally live 5 minutes away from the school I'm at right now. So, but on the positive side, if I went there, I wouldn't have to take the new NCLEX. I would have to take the one that's already in place. I will be done in 12 months, so by January 2023, I'll be done. It'll be over with. And yeah. So that's what it is. That's my debacle. Now, initially, I'm like, and still, I'm like, well, you already done all this. Why would you pay $20,000 to go to a different school when you don't have to? $20,000 additional dollars. Like, and then I had to sit back and slow down. I had to slow down and ask myself, what is it really a rush? Like, other than besides wanting to be done, what reason could you justify paying $20,000 to go to school when you don't have to? It's one thing if I had to, but I don't have to pay any type of tuition. Now, if I had to pay tuition to the school I'm at now, and have to wait two years to go, then no. Automatically, I'd be in Ohio. But that's not the case. That's not the case at all. So, I really had to sit back and think about it. And I had to say, well, what do you really want to do? Do you really want to finish early, or not early, but do you really want to just get it over with? Or are you doing it because your friends done hyped you up? Some of your peers have hyped you up. Let's go get this money. You want to get this RN paper. You want to go get these weekly $10,000 a week checks and all that kind of stuff. And I do. But I had to really check myself, because sometimes you have to crawl before you walk, because before I could even get into that kind of money, I have to work 6 months. At the very least 6 months as an RN on the unit of where I'm going to be. Now, I want to be an ICU nurse. I follow the money, and that's where the money's at. An ICU nurse. I know I at least need a good year of training before I probably feel like I'm ready to go travel and be on my own. I need a good year of training on the floor by myself. And I really had to fall the F back, because although I may have to wait until because I really feel like I'm gonna get in 2022. I don't think I'm gonna have to wait till 2023. So in between the time, I can focus on becoming the best LPN I could possibly be. Get my certifications, more certifications. I could do more travel assignments, make some more bread. And on top of that, I can go on more cruises and go on more resorts in between time. So waiting necessarily won't be a bad thing. It won't be a bad thing. It'll just be me waiting. You know, so sometimes when you all hyped up by your people, you be like, man, let's go get this money, you know what I'm saying? So, and then on top of that, it may be funny style that if I start over there and trying to transfer credits over here, I may have to go through a couple hoops and with the transfer system. But at the same time, I'm thinking, like, if I gotta wait till September 2023, a player may just have to hop to Ohio. But the decision that I made, I'm gonna wait it out for now. And I'm really, because I just cannot see justifying, like, I just can't justify paying $20,000 and I don't have to. It's one thing if the tuition on this side was like, you gotta pay this money, and it's still cheaper over there. And they said, you gotta pay this money and you still gotta wait till 2023. Then I'll probably be gone to Ohio. But it's free, it's completely covered. And I'm like, why do that and I don't have to? And if I do have to wait, I can stack up more money, pay my rent off for a year or however long I'm in school, so I can really focus on school and work minimally, just to the point where I don't lose no skills within those 8 months, you know? And just really focus on the grind, focus on school, because that is important. And I do want to dedicate a lot of time to school when I do go, so I don't have to fail any classes and all that kind of stuff. And when it's time to take that test, it's time to take that test. So that may be something I work towards. Paying the whole rent off, all my rent off for the whole year, so I don't got to worry about nothing when it's time to go to school, and then work on going on these trips. But let me know what y'all think. Maybe one of y'all can sway me a different direction. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. What would you do? What would you do? Would you stay where I am presently, or would you go to Ohio? Yeah, you may have to pay that $20K, but you'll make that back. That's what people been telling me. You'll make that back. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that I gotta give it up and I don't have to, that's really messing with me. So let me know what you think, man. What would you do? What would you do? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. And I am going to respond to every single comment because I'm sure y'all gonna have something valuable to say. So let me know how you feel. I would greatly appreciate it. And I'll holler at y'all in a minute. Deuces.